some other places. Great to see you here today, and I am Jabok Dera, the Managing Director at Diversity Business Incubator and your host for today. This is our podcast where we business talk and share our knowledge with you and the experience we have, as well as giving an opportunity for you to open up and talk to us, having a question to us, sending questions to us, having your input as well, because we want to see the input of all the partners, anyone who have knowledge around businesses. The purpose of this conversation is to share the knowledge so that when you start your own business, when you go on that journey of entrepreneur, you have like a mapping to help you, or knowledge, hearing from others what they've done, so that you don't fall in the same in certain avoidable mistakes. So that's the purpose of this. We have this conversation so that we can inspire, or we can help you, or you can hear something which will help you to sustain your startup or your adventure or your existing businesses. So Diversity Business Incubator, we are a business hub based in the Southwest, particularly in Plymouth. And we broadcast this on a regular basis to talk about business. We'll be here for approximately 20 minutes together, where we'll talk, we'll recap on what we said last time. This is our third or fourth edition. And then, as well as looking at our next step. It's great news, especially when we know we're coming out of the COVID, winning over this COVID pandemic gradually. So it's really amazing news to see where we're going. It's opening up soon on the 17th. Places will be opening up more. We can sit indoors. Business will start booming again. We're hoping we're going to be growing that way, and that'll be the end of this page we had a challenge through during the pandemic. It is as well a good news as it is an opportunity. Those who are in business coming back, it's not going to be the usual as it was. There's going to be high demand probably, because everyone is coming back, finding something new they want to. They try to recap or recoup or finding or gaining on what they lost this time. So it's for eating outside, if it's shopping, if it's all that, gyms, swimming pools, everyone is excited to get back to that. When you have this influx of demand, how do you manage it? As well as opportunity for employment. Some you'll be losing the staff, some will be gaining new staff. It's that readiness. What do you need to do? What are the opportunities there, and what can you, where can you get your support? So that DBI, that's what we try to converse or to keep on, so that we can signpost you if you have any question around it. If you're looking, saying, where am I going to go to get the information about going back into business? How am I going to do with my staff, employing new staff? What is the COVID readiness? All that. You need to get prepared. So yes, drop us an email, drop us a message, write us on our different platforms we have, which will come on the screen. Send us a message. We'll find a way. If we cannot give you the answer, we'll find someone who's got the answer. Again, we're not debt advisor or financial advisors. We're just sharing our knowledge. We're just sharing our experience of everything. So thank you and welcome for all those that are following us. And today, as I say, we're going to be reviewing our past conversation so that we can shape off tomorrow of the future of these topics and these talks. So for the past 2 or 3 weeks, we've been focusing or talking mainly around the finances or the budgeting for your business. How do you manage the money within your business? Or how do you manage money when you start your business? And we paid more attention or emphasizes on cash flow. Your cash flow. How is the flowing of your cash going on? Giving a quote of last time when we mentioned it again, when he says, "Don't tell me about your priorities. Show me where you spend your money, and I'll tell you what they are." Don't tell me your priorities, and show me where you spend your money, and I'll tell you what I add the priorities. As well as the other one is to manage money, you need to master money. Yes, you're getting that right. To manage money, you need to master money. And for you to master money, you need to acquire knowledge about how money functions or how money works. And that's what we call financial literacy. To run a successful business, you need to manage money. You need to master money. You become the master of the money, not the money being your master. In simple word. Don't let the money becoming your master. You the master of the money. How do you master money? So it's those understanding, and we explained it last time. You have three components. There's the need, and there's what you want, and there is the saving of the rainy seasons. Now, when you master money, you use it for the need. Everything you see, and you know how to keep the impulse whenever there is a want coming in. I want this. It's not because you want it, and then you're going to have to use the money on it. You use the money for the need, or you plan your money according to the need. There is, last time we mentioned about this, and you can find it in the cash flow. So get in touch. We'll be able to send you the template free of charge. All the template, how you can budget your money, and learning about how to plan for your money, budgeting your money. So the one we talked about last time, and one we want to again emphasize on, is the free block or free pot of how you spend your money. Remember, we're talking about managing money. It's more in the spending. So don't tell me your priorities, show me how you spend. Now let's talk how you spend the money. So this is how you have the free pots we're mentioning, or the free method of spending. You have what you call the need, basic need. So there's that fund which is needed, and this is those priorities, those safety mechanisms we need in your life. So the roof over your head, this is a need. The food on the table, this is your need. Paying your bills, that is a need. You cannot say, I just want to pay my bills. No, it's a need. You need to pay for your bills. And on the long term, we'll talk about the tax in the future topics. Define your needs. Write down your needs. The roof for your table, the roof over your head. It can be yourself, it can be your family, it can be you as an individual. You need that safety. You need to have a roof over your head. You need a way to put your head down when it comes to sleeping. So what's the cost for that? That is the priority one. Then the second priority is what you call the what. Those other elements you can be living without them sometimes. So those expenses of I want another pair of shoes, I want another jacket, I want to go on holiday, I want a subscription on Netflix, Those are things you can live without, yet you still put them in your spending. So you have to balance. So when you get to spend, you know where you're spending your money, on the need or you're spending on the want. And the third one, which is the really important, we need to keep encouraging individuals, is the savings. The savings, sometimes and most of the time, it does not come in people's mindset straight away. We tend not to think about what to put on for the rainy days. So we go ahead and start spending on the need, and then on the want, you forget to put something in the savings. Savings are really, really crucial. And we mentioned it last time. So don't tell me your priorities, show me how you spend your money. And this is how we're explaining how you can be efficiently spending the money, as we say. Define your needs, define your wants, and put a saving. Have something on the side. Always have the side. So this comes to that rule we mentioned last time of 50, 30, 20 of budgeting. The rule of 50, 30, 20 of budgeting. So everything you earn or your income, you need to split it. 50% of it goes into what you need. So the 50% of your earnings should be the one to cover your rent, your mortgage if you have one, the roof over your head, the bills, your council tax, all that should be covered by 50% of your earnings. So either you are employed or self-employed, or even someone who's on a social benefit. You get a certain amount of money. You need to divide it very well, knowing this goes for this amount. 50% should go in the need. Then 30% covers your want. That Netflix, sorry, just a second. That Netflix subscription, that cable subscription. So 30% goes in the want, and then 20% put it in the saving. If you earn £100, in other terms, if your salary is £100, if your social allowances or benefit is £100, let's say for example, or if your home taking is £100, this is how you split it. £50 covers all your need spending, £30 goes in the want, and £20 goes in the savings. That's how you manage. And if you do that, then it will define your priorities in life. Now, if you don't manage that way, what will happen is your income is £100, and as you walk into town, you see something, your eye sees something, or when you're browsing on that phone, there's something coming up on Facebook. It's saying they're selling, and then you go, oh, this is good price. And then you go, oh, I think we need this. It wasn't in your budget. You were not planning for it. Just because it came up, and then because the money masters you, you're not the one mastering the money, what do? You spend. You go and purchase this item. That £100, you've taken 20 out of it. So you realize now you've taken 20 out of that £100, and you're trying now to fit what you purchased in those pots we mentioned. It wasn't in there earlier, you just added in. That's not management. That is the money mastering you. It's not you mastering the money. This conversation we're trying to have here is trying to encourage individuals, whoever's listening to us, whoever will come across this, master the money, master your spending, budget it. Write down, don't budget in your head. That's the other thing we mentioned. Don't just budget it in your head. Write down. We'll send you a template of personal survival budget to your cash flow if you send us an email or if you get in touch with us. And in there, you'll see you have, it ask you how much is the rent, how much is the mortgage, how much is the bills, how much is, and define it very well. So put those figures there. That will help you to start budgeting. So you know this one stays as the need. It will give you as well a chance to analyze and plan for those activities or need of a human being in terms of, how do we call it, entertainment, or letting the hair down, or something like that. You need it in life. You need to release pressure out of your everyday challenges. So going to the movies is needed. Going for a walk is needed. Maybe a shopping is needed. It's only working balanced way if you budget for it. So once you know how to plan everything, you'll be planning. You'll plan for your holidays. You plan for when you're gonna purchase that extra pair of shoes. It's not every time Nike takes shoes out, that's you go. Or anytime Apple brings an Apple 12, that's you rush to go and purchase it. You did not plan for it. If you prepare well, if you budget well, then when it comes to that level, you can be able to using the savings or whatever you've put on the side for that purpose. That's the budgeting, and that's what we've been talking about. So again, as we say, your budgeting, the three things you need to put in there: the need, the want, and the savings. Remember, use the rule of 50, 30, 20. 50% goes to your need, 30% goes to what you want, and 20% goes in the saving. Please use the saving. Work with your savings. Learn how to start saving. Build that muscle of putting some money on the side. And this is what it takes us now to the entrepreneur mindset, or entrepreneurs, or those who want to start working for themselves. That saving you've been putting on the side, that will be the fuel you will utilize to start something which will generate income. Sometimes people think, I have an idea, I want to start a business, and I'll go to the bank, they'll lend me money so I can do the business, or I can express my idea, or I can explore how it works. It does not work that way. Even the bank or the financials or those investors will ask you a question. How much are you putting in? What is your own contribution? So if you do not save, if you do not start putting money on the side, what are you going to be using as saving, as investment? So you see, it's so important that 20% you were putting on the side, on the long run, it becomes sufficient enough to allow you to express your passion and generate more. So that saving will be the oxygen or the air under the wings to lift you up. So if you missed how to start saving, then you are cutting the air out of your wings. You're never going to be able to lift up. Think about it that way. Think about it that way. By not saving, you're reducing the oxygen or the air under your wings to lift you up. How are you expecting to fly? So best way of starting learning how to create that oxygen. You have the wings, you have the capacity of flying. You just need the air underneath your wings to lift you up. And that air you're going to get under the wings is through the savings. And you do that gradually. You don't say, I'll wait until I have £10,000 to start saving. No. Start with what you've got. budget you properly. Go back to that personal survival budget planning. What is it you need? What is it you want? And savings. 50% of your earning goes into the 50% goes in your need, 30% goes in your want, and 20% goes in the savings. Smarter people, they do it a different way. 50% goes in the need, 30% goes in their savings, and 20% goes in their want. So they reduce their want, they spend less in the want because they're putting much in the savings. I hope it's making sense. So that's the recap of what we've been talking, and I hope that's made someone to think and be acting upon it. Again, get in touch with us if you need to know more, if you want to learn more. Now, going forward, where are we going with this? We want to start sharing with you. We want to start sharing with you the experience or the journey of other individuals who are in that business element. We'll be inviting them here, and then they can tell you how the journey has been. Did they use the 50, 30, 20? Did they use a business plan? Do they know their cash flow? Are they looking at their cash flow to see the way forward? We're going to talk about, as an entrepreneur, how do you juggle all these things at the same time? What is creativity around entrepreneurship? Are you born entrepreneur or you learn it? There's going to be a lot of questions. So we'll be having different guests. We'll be having different individuals who run businesses, successful businesses, learning from them. That's where we're going. And then we're giving a call out here. If you're running a business, if you want to be part of this journey, we can share with everyone, because it's all about sharing and then inspiring the next generation. Please get in touch. And then you'll come on our show. We'll talk about it. We'll come on this podcast, and then we'll talk about how your journey was. And through your journey, you'll be able to inspire the next generation. So what expecting next from us? We're going to have more individuals who are running businesses, successful businesses, and you learn from them, you'll hear from them. And then if you have any question, you can always jump to us, send us your question. We'll pass on the question. What is it you're finding as a challenge at the moment? What are the challenges you're having in your businesses? What can we help you with? Lastly, let me bring on what is available in the city most of the time, especially with this COVID. There's been a lot of support to those who are running their businesses. There are grants to restart your businesses. Did you know about the grant of restart businesses? Have you applied for it? Are you struggling how to apply for it? Get in touch. Heart of Southwest, they'll be able to help. The City Council is open to help. We will be able to help if we can signpost you there. There is a lot of grants which will be coming in the near future. You're talking about the different loans as well existing. All that. Have you heard about it? Are you aware of it? Send those questions. We'll be able to help. Or get in touch with us. We'll see how we can help. So today, that's all we have for today. And now we told you what you're expecting from us. Next is going to be coming soon. Keep an eye on our social media. We'll be telling you who's coming next. Very exciting. And if you have an idea you want to share, send it to us. And the simple question we'll always ask, have you got a business idea? Don't let it just stay in your brain. One, write it down. Come, let's help you to write it down. Build your business plan. Thank you very much for listening. Thank you very much for watching, and wishing you a wonderful weekend. Get in touch with DBI. And thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.